You sit in a crowded coffee shop or stand near the departures board in a busy airport, listening. You are surrounded by hundreds of voices, but you are only searching for one. This diagram illustrates what acoustic engineers call a lunchroom environment. It is a dense wall of low, complex human babble made of thousands of overlapping frequencies merging into a single block of static. Under normal conditions, our auditory system processes this noise as a comforting background texture, but that biological system breaks down when you actively try to pull one specific audio signal out from the chaos. You spend the afternoon processing thousands of human variables, your brain straining to pull a single familiar cadence from the static of the crowd. In a terminal of 60,000 people, the absence of that one frequency makes the rest of the world sound like a vacuum. If you want to capture the flawless, uncorrupted signal of a human voice, you do not record in a cafe. You rely on a large diaphragm condenser microphone. This diagram shows a cross-section of a condenser capsule. Because the internal diaphragm is incredibly sensitive to delicate high-frequency details, it demands a perfectly treated acoustic room to work. The thick padding stops errant echoes from bouncing back and muddying the capture. The human mind, unfortunately, is an untreated room. Over time, new experiences, stress, and time itself act as destructive reflections. They ricochet around your memory, shattering the pristine sound wave you are trying to hold on to. This is the quiet terror of moving on. You realize the exact pitch of their laugh, the speed of their sentences, and the unique timbre of their breath are actively blurring. Without a digital hard drive to store the raw audio, the specific frequency of a person simply dissolves over time. Long before we had microphones, 7th century Arabic poets engineered a framework to cope with this exact fading of memory. It was called the Ghazal, a highly structured poetic form built to process ishq, the agony of unrequited love. To prevent the memory of an absent lover from degrading into static, the Ghazal forced the chaos of longing into strict, repeating columns of verse. As the form traveled through Persia and into South Asia, it evolved into a highly sophisticated vocal tradition. The rigid poetry merged seamlessly with the musical expression of grief. By the 20th century, vocalists like Begum Akhtar brought this deeply emotional performance to the masses. Masters like Mehdi Hassan secured the Ghazal's place in modern history, translating the isolating pain of separation into high art. In these verses, the mourning lover is traditionally placed in a bustling tavern or a vibrant garden. These were the ancient equivalents of your noisy coffee shop, crowded environments where the narrator sits entirely alone. Centuries before anyone pressed record on a magnetic tape, the Ghazal was humanity's attempt to permanently capture the echo of a lost voice. While the exact acoustic memory inevitably fades, the emotional tone of that person, the way their voice made you feel, survives. Today, artificial intelligence attempts to mathematically reverse engineer that lingering intimacy by analyzing precise parameters like pitch and speed. Text-to-speech algorithms synthesize cadences that sound joyful, whisper soft, or melancholic. Developers tune these models to recreate the psychological comfort of a mother-tongue delivery, explicitly designing tools to fill the emotional void left by a human absence. To the permanent resonance of the void that voice left behind.